All right, so we got the goods today. We're going to be unpacking about $50,000 in American Gold Eagle coins. So let's get right to it. Once we open these, I just want to show you what it looks like, all the packaging, why I got different options and different sizes and fractions. And we'll talk a little bit about the American Gold Eagle coin. Let's go ahead and open this sucker up. So we see it comes this year. I'm going to just protect this part because it shows my address. And by the way, don't try anything stupid. It's a close thing to find to a gun, but I got lots of them in my house. This will go straight to a storage facility when we're done. Alright, so let's go ahead and look inside. So they have it repackaged again in another box. As you can see right here. Let's go ahead and open this sucker up.
Here we go.
So it says product enclosed. I see the products over here. Here's some of the coins. Alright, so let's open this up. And what we're actually going to be seeing is I got 15 1-ounce American Eagles. I got 11 half-ounce. And I got 8 1/4 ounce. And that is what I invested in. And it was a little under 50 grand, actually. I think it was like between 47 and 48. All right, so in this package, what they had was, these look like the 1/4 ounce. If I'm not mistaken, so that's 8 of them there. I got 8 1/4 ounce American Gold Eagles. Such an awesome coin. And then in here, looks like we have our 15. These got to be the ounces right here. So they have them stacked.
Package on top here. Keep it nice and fresh.
And voila. We got, let's count them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We got 15. So they didn't rip me off. Awesome. And they never rip me off. They're a really great dealer. I'll share them with you if you want to find them. So go ahead and open this. We'll kind of stack them all up. And then we'll talk a little bit about the American Eagles. So here is that's our 8 1/4 ounce. Here is our 15 1 ounce. And then lastly, we have our 11 half ounce. Just going to open this sucker up. I'll probably put them in my vault just in these things. My 1/4 ounce, I have more of these around. I'll probably put those in, put them in my vault like that. That's typically how I store them. By the way, for most people, I recommend a lot of home storage. Obviously, I can't do that because I talk about it on YouTube like an idiot. But if I wasn't on YouTube talking about gold and showing gold coins, I'd probably store a lot at my house. But because of the fact I do, I can't really store at my house safely, especially because I have a family. All right, so here is our 11 1/2 ounce American Gold Eagles. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so again, they did not jip me. They never have. Great company. And I'll show you who I use when this video is done. By the way, make sure you subscribe. We'll be talking a lot about gold and just investing in general. I don't just invest in gold and precious metals. I'm very into cryptocurrencies. I just did a similar amount into cryptocurrencies. I'm big, I do some Bitcoin, but I also go a lot with smaller coins as well, a lot in the gaming industry. So subscribe, right? That way we can talk more about investing stuff. So let's actually talk about the American Gold Eagle now. The American Gold Eagle is definitely one of the easiest coins to sell. And that is the reason why I decided to buy $50,000, close to, in American Gold Eagles. Now, I have all types of different gold and silver, right? I didn't have a ton of American Eagles, which is why I wanted a bunch of them. I have some already, but I have, a lot of Canadian Maple Leafs. I have the American Buffaloes. I got some random coins, like a Bitcoin gold coin. I got just tons of random ones. I got tons of gold bars ranging from a gram all the way up to 10 ounces is the highest I have. The reason I got this order of the American Eagles is because I wanted the most liquid gold coin there is. That's if you're in the United States. If you're in the United States, I believe the best buy you're going to get, or your smartest option, is either the American Eagle or the Buffalo if you're in the United States. Now, if you're in Canada, for example, I would suggest mostly Canadian Maple Leafs. But again, I mix it up, right? I have all different types of coins and bars that I invest in for different types of reasons. Right now, I see us in a place where I wanted more options that are highly liquid. Now, gold is gold in the end, right? It's all gold. Now, these coins are 22 karat. Whereas, other coins are 24 karat and people have different preferences for that. I actually like the 22 karat because it's a little harder surface, harder to scratch and all that. But in the end, again, gold is gold. And whether you get the Canadian Maple Leaf or the American Eagle or the Kruger or the Australian Swat, or bars, it's all gold in the end. It's all a great asset. And in the times we're in right now, I can see these rising heavily over the next 5 to 10 years. And not just in the 5 to 10 years, but any time now over the next 5 to 10 years. If you guys remember the 1970s, gold went from $35 an ounce all the way up to $850. And I can see something very similar happening now. And there's a whole lot more going on right now than there was back in the 1970s. We're talking about things like how bad the debt is, and not just the national debt, but private debt, credit card debt's through the roof. It just passed $1 trillion a few months ago for the first time. People are dipping into their retirement savings at record levels. Things aren't good. As much as the news is talking it up like it is good, things are not good, okay? And when that happens, this does very well. And again, the reason I got this order of all American Eagles is because this is the most liquid out of all the gold pieces, in my opinion, if you live in the United States. Now, when it comes down to it, it's all liquid, right? All the gold's liquid. It's just, this is the super easiest one to sell. And the reason I got different sizes is because I just wanted to add in a little more different diversity as far as divisible options, right? So I got 11 half ounce, and then I got 8 1/4 ounce. If something happens where maybe coin shops close down and all that, well, let's say the price of gold goes up 10 times, which I know some people are like, that's crazy, wouldn't it? Remember the 1970s, it went up 25 times. Just as an easy number, let's say gold is $2,000 an ounce spot price. Let's say even 5 times. It goes up 5 times. Each of these is worth 10 grand, okay? It's going to be a lot harder to sell these for 10 grand a pop. Or if coin shops are down, what am I going to barter these for? If they're worth 10 grand, even if they're worth 2 grand each like they are now, what am I going to barter these for, right? I have to have something of higher value. Someone has to have something of the same value for me to barter these. So in a case like that where things go haywire, I want some smaller divisible coins, right? And I even have some 1/10 ounce coins because again, you want lower divisibility options for certain situations. Yeah, I don't think you need a ton of them because that's a far-fetched situation, but I do want to mix those in, and that's why I got these. Now, the trade-in is you're paying higher premiums, obviously, right? Much higher premiums on the very lower coins. Once you get to an ounce and above, the premium differences aren't that much different, but that's why most people generally stick with the 1 ounce because it is probably the best buy for your dollar when it comes to premiums, right? Yeah, you're gonna get a little better premiums on a 10 ounce bar, but it's not that much more. Whereas the difference between premiums between a 1/4 ounce and 1 ounce is actually pretty substantial. But for me, just having some 1/4 ounce and some half ounce in there to pay the higher premiums is worth it in the situation I'm in. It's going to depend on your situation, what you want to do. Now, again, the biggest option I want to do this because right now I feel more comfortable having this, right? The American Eagle, getting more of these in, having higher liquid pieces of gold in hand, right? And again, you want to have that for many different reasons. So just want to show you this packaging and what you're going to see if you place an order from who I have in the description. That's who I've been using for a long time. Awesome company. And some people are going to chime in and say, oh, using an online dealer, you're getting ripped off. Well, I know a lot of people who've gotten ripped off from local coin dealers where they go in there as a beginner especially, and the person doesn't know what they're doing, so the coin shop takes advantage of them, right? Especially pawn shops, but I'm talking coin shops too. So actually using an online dealer has a lot of benefits. They're not going to sell you fake gold, right? I've never known someone who's gotten fake gold from an online dealer, a reputable one. Whereas coin shops, quite the opposite. I know a lot of people who have gotten fake gold from coin shops because they take advantage of people who don't know what they're doing and ask a lot of questions. Or they could, not all of them. There's a lot of good coin shops. There's also a lot of bad coin shops out there that will do that. The other thing is, these companies, well, some of them, the ones I would give you, recommendations to, they have great buyback programs, right? So you can be guaranteed different buybacks and have good buyback programs. And also, I'm going to say another unpopular thing, and that's I like to also diversify into an IRA, gold IRA. And some people say, well, oh, you're a paper gold guy. No, I'm not. And actually, I don't look at the IRAs as paper gold. I have plenty of physical gold that I hold in my storage facilities, but I also have plenty of gold that I hold in my IRA. And I don't think that's paper gold because I pick out my pieces and those pieces are mine. If I want to see them, I could go there and see it. So with an IRA, you still have the physical gold there, maybe not in your hands right now, but it's still there. Same thing with all this physical gold, right? So tomorrow, as soon as I wake up, I'm going to take it to one of my vault places. It's not going to physically be in my hands anymore. It's going to be right in my vault, right? So would that count as me not having physical gold? I still have physical gold. My IRA is still physical gold. It's just technically not in my hands right now. And again, my thing is diversify. You have to diversify. Again, I invest in this, right? I invest in coins, I invest in bars, the physical form, I put it in my IRA. I invest in cryptocurrencies, I invest in real estate, I invest in a lot of different things. Right now, a lot of my investments are shifting more towards this. Okay, both IRA and physical form because of where the markets are. Where else are you going to put your money right now, right? I have a good amount of money in CDs, making almost 6%. But outside of that, what are you going to go in real estate right now? Good luck. As with investing, what's going to happen is when things tank, and mark my words, things will tank. The price of this will shoot up over the next few years. I'll slowly get rid of more and more of this. Of course, I'll keep a whole bunch still. But as I get rid of more and more of this, I put it into whatever tank, like real estate. Right? As cryptocurrency goes up, I'm buying a bunch of cryptocurrency right now as well, hitting, near peak prices. I sell more and more and put it into the assets that are tanking because that's the cycle of markets. That's how you properly invest. Just want to show the unpacking of these, how you can expect to come if you place an order of the physical form. Highly recommend you also look into IRAs. I know people are going to bombard me about how IRAs or this or that, and it's paper. It's not paper money. There's a lot of tax benefits. Speaking of taxes, you can sell these without reporting the taxes. That's one of the benefits of the American Eagle as well. That's one of the reasons I like them. I care none. These are produced by U.S. government mint. I don't care at all about that. I don't trust our government at all. So that has zero to do why I buy these. They are produced by the US government mint. Some people like because of that, not me. I'll show you the size difference really quick up close, just so you can see. See, here you go. You got the 1 ounce, you got the ½ ounce, and then you have the 1/4 ounce here, right? And of course, they do 10 ounce, 1/10 ounce as well. All right, so that is there. That's crazy, right? Just this little bit of gold worth almost $50,000. That's what I really like about gold. I love silver too, but problem with silver is it is very hard to transport, right? The same value in silver would be about, I don't know, 150 pounds or so, something like that. So you'd be carrying a 150-pound bag into your vault to and from. You need to go get it. Just a pain in the ass to transport, although there's a lot of ups to silver. And one thing I do is if gold starts skyrocketing, typically silver lags behind. I'll start buying more silver as the gold skyrockets because typically the silver lags behind it. So that's another kind of investment strategy you can work in. Yeah, here's about 50 grand in the American Eagles. Remember, if you go on the vault tomorrow and you come by here, I got a toy drill for you. All right, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe. We'll be teaching you all kinds of things for not just coins and bars and gold and silver, but we'll be going into just different investments and how the market's working and how to properly invest your money. Again, a lot of people make the mistake of investing when things are at its peak. You don't want to do that. You want to take a look at the entire market and kind of gauge where things are going. Put your money in things in assets that have a very high probability of going up a lot. In my opinion, that's this right here. Stay away from things that are at their peak and in bubbles like real estate right now. And you keep transferring the money back and forth between those type of assets. But we'll talk more about that as our channel progresses. Hope you guys enjoyed this unpacking. See you soon.